system are becoming much more intense. We are in an ever-increased geophysical shift of the poles, which can be seen in an ongoing Earth wobble. This, in effect, is giving rise to ever greater Earth changes. To understand how much Earth wobble has progressed in recent years, we need to look at the horizons of the Earth as a giant clock. So if you look directly due north, that would be 12 o'clock, east would be 3, west would be 9, and south would be 6. Before 2000, the sun rose at the 4 o'clock position and set at the 8 o'clock position. Starting in 2005, the sun rose at the 3 position and set at the 9 position. The sunrise-sunset positions progressed still further north until in 2014 the sunrise position was at 1:30 and the sunset position was at 10:30. In 2015, the summer sunset positions dropped back just a bit. Coincidentally, the position of the sun at high noon at the summer solstice, which is June 21st, also changed. The sun at high noon on the summer solstice used to be in central Mexico. In 2005, it crept north until it was in central United States. By 2014, it had reached the U.S.-Canadian border. That's about a 2,000-mile stretch. In 2015, it dropped further south again. As of 2016, the sun's position was at around 41 degrees north latitude. Now, this position could change yet again. All this abnormal sunrise, sunset, and high noon positions are due to the Earth wobble and a shifting of the geophysical poles. Now, the big event, the flip of the poles at the tipping point, is yet to happen. As this phenomenon increases steadily as the Nemesis Nibiru system advances on our location, Earth changes will increase and intensify dramatically. Researchers predict that Planet X, Nibiru, comes directly between the Sun and the Earth. It will position itself right on the ecliptic and will therefore cause a great solar eclipse. Here are some important questions that require our attention if we are to fully understand this planetary system. Is Planet X Nibiru, Planet 9, ready to show itself in 2017? And if so, what will it bring with it? Are Nemesis and Nibiru hiding behind the Sun? Will Planet X bring a pole shift? With so many people wondering about other world affairs and not looking to the sky, could Planet X already be showing itself? In January 2015, Bob Fletcher predicted that martial law would be invoked in the U.S. within 6 months of the worldwide naked eye observations of objects in the Planet X system. NASA, the Pentagon, and the CIA are knowledgeable of the approaching rogue planet. The Vatican has also been briefed, but the public is being obviously misinformed about the approaching apocalypse. What the public has not been told is that the decade-long litany of global geological and meteorological calamities is caused by Planet X-provoked solar excitations. Before leaving office, President Obama gave a speech on global warming and signed an executive order to prepare for space weather events. In his proclamation, he acknowledged the real possibility of an end-of-life as we know it event taking shape on the planet. Again, we must ask ourselves, why was this said, and what could be achieved by making such a statement? The evidence to support this is overwhelming. What's happening on Earth is an indicator of this. dozens of volcanoes erupting at the same time, the number and intensity of earthquakes dramatically rising, the elite hurriedly constructing safety bunkers, while the rest of us are kept in the dark so as not to create pandemonium, storm systems multiplying in type, intensity, and size, giant sinkholes and cracks appearing in the Earth's crust, heat waves that are stronger and lasting longer. Events are now in place that will pave the way for the great event to take place. Disasters will worsen as Planet X nears its gravitational loop-around rendezvous with our Sun. NASA's own documents named the massive object Planet X, even before it had been sighted by the infrared astronomical satellite. Astrologists, ex-government officials, political insiders are all saying the same thing. Something ominous is on its way. The world is sinking deeper into chaos. We do not have to be told this by the mainstream media. We can see it for ourselves. Moral degradation and corruption are leading to the collapse of society and civilization. The earth is prime for cleansing. This has happened before, and it is very close to happening again. The signs of its imminent approach can be seen everywhere. It can only be accomplished through the wrecking ball of civilization, the incoming Nibiru Nemesis system. People everywhere are sensing something is about to happen, even if they can't quite grasp what it may be. NASA must sense that the public is increasingly aware that something other than global warming is behind the mysterious and sudden changes that are taking place here on Earth. Since they can no longer keep their secrets from being known by others, why not pass the responsibility of announcing its existence onto the public themselves? Let those in the public mainstream be the ones to locate its presence, and that way NASA can kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. What an ingenious way to announce its presence and not be held responsible for keeping it a secret. But there is still another more obvious problem that must be resolved. How do we tell the public that there is a new solar system with 7 orbiting bodies in our backyard without creating pandemonium? The answer is simple. Just tell them that it is 40 light years away from Earth. But how could this system be trillions of miles from Earth and still be seen by infrared cameras and webcams? That couldn't be possible unless, of course, the system is much closer than what we are being led to believe. As you're probably aware, over the last decade, there have been many end times predictions. The apocalypse, the return of Planet X, a nuclear holocaust, even an alien invasion. And to date, now one prediction has come to fruition. Most of us searching for the truth become disillusioned. We quit getting prepared due to pressure from others, including our own family. We get labeled as having what's been described as the Nibiru pandemic. If things are normal, which at times it seems to be from the outside, then why look for darkness in the midst of the light? It's often hard to understand why these emotions run strong in some people more than in others. The changes to our planet are very subtle and slow, and there are few red flags to raise the alarm bells all at once. The major problem that stands between reality and a false flag is the fake news that floods the web by those whose only purpose is to gain attention. These people are not helping expose the real truth. There are governments that are preparing for a major event, and it does not matter which event it may be. I have doubted myself at times, but then I go back to the basics and look at the increase in the activities that are going on around the world. The massive floods, the volcanic eruptions, the earthquakes, and what is happening in our universe and the planets that surround us. Some of you may follow those more famous so-called experts on Planet X, and after their predictions did not happen, then the doubt began to set in. To save face, these experts would reset the clock, and the process would begin anew. Let me say that these experts need to be very careful when making such predictions. They are not helping anyone, and in fact, they are doing harm. That's the very reason I have avoided making any such predictions. There is no one on this planet, including myself, who has the keys to both time and space. That belongs in the hands of a far greater entity. Just for the record, I am not producing these videos for entertainment. I care about others, especially those who depend on my video content to help them in their preparations and for spiritual guidance. And I just hope that I can make people be aware of what's happening to our planet and keep an open mind on what is taking place in our solar system. Be sure to follow the latest updates on the Nibiru Planet X system on our Facebook page. And remember to keep looking to the sky.
Good evening and welcome back, it's Matt. Time is now 11:37 and it's the 11th of the 4th 2017, and again we can see an object on this Taj Mahal Mexico cam, and I just wanted you to see this. It's very important because we have our sun's twin, the binary twin nemesis, that's on the horizon, always is on the horizon now, and we're seeing the huge reflections coming in. I'm going to zoom into this sun's twin. You can see this, can't you? Now this huge reflection there is behind that cloud, behind the haze, and it's been spotted a lot of times now. Lots of people are noticing the changes in the sky, and also as well the changes around the world as well. People are panicking. The government is panicking as well. The Koreans are setting off nuclear war weapons in the skies, and the governments are worried about this, and also people acting very strangely as well. There's a lot of chaos going on out there, and strange weather patterns as well. Lots of heavy floods, 6 months to 2 years of rainfall in one night. Some parts of the world, huge earthquakes are happening again, the Solomon Islands and other parts of the world as well. Chile, there's a large one. I mean, there's some crazy times ahead of us as well, and we are changing. Things are changing drastically every day. The whole world is going into a situation now of huge changes. We are shifting. The poles are shifting. Our sun, the soul, it has that object in front of it, the solar simulator. It really does. And these reflections are just not right anymore, are they? We've got other celestial bodies that are travelling with our sun, and also the cloaking technology they're using all the time. And NASA needs to be exposed now. They really do. The news media needs to tell us. As again though, we're finding out for ourselves. We're fending for ourselves. This is the only way we're going to get the truth out of the moment. And other people doing their channels are doing a grand, fantastic job. And it's only a short time away this event will happen. Again, early hours of this morning, about 2 AM, I overheard birds getting really agitated outside. There was hundreds of birds that were flying around and they were sounding very stressed out. Now we do get this when we get a solar eclipse with the moon and the sun, but early hours of the morning I looked at the moon. It was
Well, good morning and welcome YouTube people to See for All channel. This is Chris speaking, the creator of this channel with Jesus. And guys, you know, I never planned on showing you strange things in the sky, so I'm giving it my best. I didn't believe in none of this 26 months ago. I want to start you out with these two UFOs I put on the end of a video I think a lot of you haven't seen. It was early in the morning. And all I did was dehaze this, which is a little bit of removing some gamma off of it just to clear up the fog. And at first I seen these two objects, I thought, oh, they're birds, you know. And as it started getting dark, I mean, you know, more lit up in the morning, you know, I was like, man, these pictures are two UFOs. What's up? Anyways, good morning, people. That's just to get you started thinking strange. Did you like my Got Fire commercial? I thought it was kind of snappy. I got that in prayer yesterday morning, so I did it. And that's what I did yesterday. I created that thing. I've been working on this for a few days on some McKinn's footage. And so I started this out just to say hi, good morning. The sun's coming up. We get to have coffee together today. It's Sunday morning. And, you know, I put some time in prayer in this. And took a little time with my wife, had some fun, trying to rest a little bit. So Ken sends me this strange picture. He's like, look how dark it is, Chris. Look, it's like a flashlight. So I said, man, that's more than a flashlight. Let me put some light on this thing. We're up at the Mazatlan 8mm Observatory in Mexico, June 20th. I held this footage back. I didn't want them to shut the cams down, people. See that black over there? That's caused by the filter and brightening the page up so much. It was actually really dark, like you saw it. And I want to show you like this little, it looks like a little city to me on a hill. Look at that, like on that spaceship looking thing. And as I filter it, you know, it gets darker because I bring the gamma down a little bit. And then I'm learning how to bring the picture into like a cinematic level of quality. So what I do on these, this was just a couple clips, and what I did was I filtered it, brought it out, and turned it into a slow-mo sequence clip. Now you would have never seen this if you just looked at that dark sky. You would have never seen what I'm going to show you. So keep watching. Good morning. It's Sunday. Got Jesus. And people say, you know, you're so happy about this. I'm celebrating that Jesus is returning. Okay, now I go back down to the dark picture, the original right here. Ken gave me the original dark picture right here. So I'm celebrating, people, that the return of Jesus is coming. And you see that cloud on the left. I know you're looking at that city on the top of that cloud looking thing, but look at right underneath that cloud on the right. On the front of that small cloud, on the side of that small cloud right there, it looks like waterfalls coming down. Well, the first one I showed you there is like the antenna. But the second one on the right, this thing's like a spaceship looking thing shooting out water in the front of it, right? I'm serious. Look at it right there on the lower cloud. It's like a stream of water shooting out of that thing. And I gotta say one thing. What are they shooting out of that thing, that cannon? What are they sprinkling onto this cloud system they're driving on? I mean, I would have never thought I would say stuff like this 26 months ago, but I didn't believe in UFOs. I didn't believe in Planet X until God gave me a vision 4 times in 35 years about wormwood, but I didn't even know it was wormwood. I didn't research it until 26 months ago. Now look at the top of this cloud. I've seen the pictures of cities on hills. I mean, that's like UFOs and cities. What is going on, right? What's up on this Sunday morning? So it got dark, the sun went down, and a little while later, about 45 minutes later, you get this beautiful blue starburst. But see how grainy this sky is? I'm going to try to clear that up so it's not so ugly looking, but that's what you get on a night camera. Then these UFOs pop out. I don't know if Ken even knows he got all this, but these UFOs, at first I thought that first UFO right there, that red one, was the satellite dish, and I'm still thinking, I want to believe it's a satellite dish, but I don't know. But the ones up in the left-hand corner, you know, pop out. But meanwhile, on the right in the sky, see how it just turned down? The UFOs popped out on the left. It's a pretty awesome capture, Ken. So guys, thumbs up for Ken. This is like some incredible work he did. You know me, I just edited it and put it together and put some crazy weird music on it and blab my mouth on Sunday morning. Praise you, Jesus. No, I really love the Lord, people. And I've been doing a lot more praying. That's why I'm doing a lot less work on the internet. But you know, this is like a rude awakening, this video. Malawi, calm down. It's real. I know you know it's real. So I got sick for about 2 days, people. Now check out these lights. You got the UFOs on the left side. Got these strange lights right in the middle. I mean, it's late. It's like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. You got UFOs on the left. So it wasn't the satellite dish. Okay, now we're going to go to Guadalajara. We're facing east. This is September 9th. This is the day. This is this morning. I was actually working, people. So I caught this sunrise. And I needed to catch this sunrise because it exploded. The sky exploded with plasma. And so I did it fast, slow, so you can see the plasma in real time. You know, I'm not getting a lot of hits. I feel like you guys are like a private audience. I don't care what YouTube's doing no more. They can do whatever they want. All I need is one guy to just blow this thing up into Europe somewhere, or blow it up in Mexico, or blow it up in Asia. I don't care about the numbers. I'm going after the one lost soul, you know. So Jesus loves you. I'm showing you the sky. Here we go. And I've drank a lot of coffee since 4 o'clock this morning. And I laugh because I'm celebrating the return of the Savior, Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior. Been my friend for 35 years, people. Keep watching. I'll show you a couple light sources. So here we are, sunrise. And just amazing sunrise. I was showing my wife how beautiful. It's just kind of a purple, normal, apocalyptic sunrise, you know. It's like you want to just stretch and go, man, I love the smell of nemesis in the morning, right? Napalm going off in the sky everywhere. Whew. Napalm, that's what I'm talking about. So now, folks, if I came on all here and just got all serious and scary sounding and like, oh my God, we got to go against the government. See, one of the reasons I'm not getting shut down is because I'm not trying to have a revolution, you know. I'm just trying to show you the end time skies, the signs of Jesus' return, watching and praying in the clouds. You know, we're looking up in the clouds. And if we see this stuff, why wouldn't we show our friends and say something's up, get your heart right with Jesus? Of course I'm going to say that. Now, I think the planets are very interesting looking, and they scare my socks off. And I pray, so I'm not in fear. So there is no fear on my channel. And the reason I laugh too, I'm really just enjoying strength, peace. I come on here to show you something, to say, come on people, this ain't fake. It's real, it's really happening. I know, I don't want to see it either. My wife don't want to see it all either, but she does. I just show it to her. I say, honey, look. She goes, oh, okay, that's beautiful. But meanwhile inside she's saying, my heart's right with Jesus. I got Jesus. So are you saying that? I know a lot of you are saying it, you know, and a lot of you bragging on it too. So here we are. I want to prove to you we're facing east, okay? A lot of people call me a liar. That's okay. When they speak evil of me and persecute me for the Lord's name, shoo, great is my reward in heaven. I can't wait to see my bank account in heaven. Whoa! I'll buy you supper, Sarah, okay? Me and Dawn will take you out for T-bone and lobster. We're going home, people, and I'm happy about it. And if I'm going to act all scary, try to make money on it, I'd make about $160 on monetizing. Woo-hoo! That's enough to send everybody to hell, right? Just give my bowl of lentils away, sell my birthright for $160 from YouTube. No, look at this. How can I not lie? How could I not lie about this, right? Yeah, I woke up this morning and said, I'm going to make a flickering sun to be a big liar on YouTube. No, people, this is real. That's in real time right there. The reason I sound mad is because I want you to wake up. Come on, I ain't sitting around here doing this for free for nothing. And I know a lot of you are waking up. He's secret in the closet still. See, it's not official that you know Jesus until you go testify to your mother, brother, friend, I got Jesus. I met Jesus. I don't care where you met him. I don't care if you met him in the alleyway with the 5th of JD. If you got Jesus, you'll know it. But anyways, I get excited because it's time for Jesus time. You know, I'm showing you the best possible capture, real-time, filtered, and still saying, got Jesus. You know why? Because that is the most important thing right now you could think of all day long on Sunday. I hope you think about getting Jesus. Now, you could have all kinds of other gods working on you, working with you, but you got to ask yourself one question. Can your God heal you? Mine can. I got proof. Anyway, so I'm bragging on Jesus, showing you this bloody sky, the sun flickering. This is this morning, the 8th, not the 9th. My bad. And I'm happy because Jesus is returning. I'm happy because you guys invited yourself to my video. And you guys love me, and you guys pray. But look at that! How could I not show you that flicker? Oh, all the professional photographers are going to say, okay, well, that's the flickering sun because of the clouds and all this. No. I studied it. That happens occasionally. It don't happen like the sky is going to blow up, people. That's called a plasma burst from a stellar core. So you want to say, okay, where's your scientific proof, right? I'll give you my scientific proof because the next clip I'm going to start showing you after this is 3 or 4 stellar cores facing east, June 20th. Now this is September 9th, or 8th. And by the way, this is your 9/11 video, people. Right here. It's happening. Pole shift is happening. And so, what's my scientific proof? When I show you the stellar cores in the evening sky from June 6th with the passing of the planets, you'll realize that I'm facing east with the sun rising, that something's not right. And Chris ain't making this up. He's just religious. No, not just religious. I got a relationship. Religion, relationship, different thing. Religion, you go to church and don't know why you're going. Okay? Some people. Most people go to church and know why they're going, to worship God, right? But anyways, not religion, relationship. So I asked the Lord, he gives me footage. He has you guys give me footage, and I capture footage. Like this sunrise I caught. But watch what I'm going to show you now. This is what King caught. Okay, now, I want you to watch carefully, right? Same area, June 20th. I put a little bit of filter, got rid of all the clouds and the haze and the chemtrails, and right above those red, fiery looking clouds, yep, they're comet-filled clouds. There's reactions going on in those clouds, and I'm going to go back and forth from the original picture to the filter picture, okay? So keep watching. You're going to see the planet on top right there. See how it's going to develop. I just kind of cut some garbage out of that right there, or I messed up or something. But underneath you see the stellar cores lighting up. This is facing east, and we are at, let me see, 5:30, 6 o'clock, say around 6 o'clock. Now as the sun goes down, now watch what happens to the planet on top. That's Nibiru in its clouds. It's round. You'll see a cloud kind of like stick out. There's a larger cloud where the arrow is sticking out. That's like a ring cloud that goes around it. And then over here is the lead object on the right, or it could be a moon, or it could be an asteroid. I'm not sure. But down here you see there's a cluster of UFOs. Not making that up at all. So on the right there, now see right above that cluster of UFOs I was showing you, look straight up, there's something in that cloud right there, TRB or something, I'm not sure. Then you also get the logo from the hotel, so don't get that confused. Now I'll back it up. Lights are still on in the streets. It's pretty early in the morning. There's two light sources right there. Those are stellar cores. Stellar cores are unlit stars, old ancient stars that have been drawn in by Planet X system through the magnetic field, and they're just kind of like being towed around. So like we're looking east at nighttime. Let me tell you folks, it's pretty sobering if you don't think so. There's more, because people have been talking about these corkscrew clouds. So in this, guess what you get to see? A corkscrew cloud, which I'm thinking the people that are talking about corkscrew clouds are correct. I don't think it's a UFO no more. I thought maybe it could have been a UFO, but I'm thinking now it's something ripping, like skipping off our atmosphere. It's pretty high up. Those are almost like space clouds maybe? I don't know. But you look at it, now watch, I'm gonna develop that into the scene here, and I'm gonna zoom in on it. And you see the stellar cores are just two different colors. They're going off. One's bright red, orange. One's more of a yellowish. The sun's already gone down, guys, in the west where it's supposed to go down. So I'm showing you these two clouds right here because, you know, I thought, well, UFO, something. But no, I think it's more something ripping through the atmosphere. I had this conversation with Roger Paul, and he was telling me, no, Chris, it's like a moon or something. They're like moons or something ripping through and making that corky screw looking trail of smoke, you know, cloud. So watch. So, you know, you see how down on the below it looks normal, there's no red hint. I'm not adding color, nothing, people. You would see it on the buildings if I was adding orange or fiery red. You would see it on the buildings, so I'm just showing you that. I want you to believe what I'm showing you is real, you know, like, come on. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up like a drone, and I'm going to zoom in on some stuff. This corkscrew cloud is amazing. This is the best. I've got a few of them installed in, and you've seen them in videos, but this one's, look at this thing develop. It almost looks like an engine behind it, but it's not. I think it's correct. I think it's a planet or a moon or a lead object just ripping through the atmosphere. You know, why wouldn't you believe that when there's like these stellar cores and going off in the background? Now look at this top red round basketball looking, see how red it is? Well, of course I got the gamma down, so it's a little bit redder. But you see the light source up there in the right hand corner.